Hi, lovies. I usually don't show you the big wall card. I tell you about them. But we have already done the letter S that makes the sound of sizzling sausage. Well, today we're going to practice that sound, but not made with the letter S. And that's what makes English a little bit harder to learn than other languages. I want to show you C-E. When you see C-E, we give it the sound S. And when you see C-I with another letter, we give it the sound S. Now, those vowels still are going to make their own sound in words. And I have to tell you something not to be too worried about. If more words had C-E or C-I, we would have already had them. Most of the words that have sizzling sausage are going to have just the letter S. But today we're going to practice some words that have CE and CI. The best way to do it is just get started. And of course I have a little rhyme. Here's a little rhyme to help you all the time. C is soft. That means usually when we see the letter C, we give it clicking camera. That's called the hard sound. S is called the soft sound. So C is soft if it's followed by I or E. That would be like city or center. And C is hard with the other three vowels, A, O, and U. Now, if C is followed by an L, we don't worry about it because it's not a vowel. But if it's followed by A, O, and U, that could be k, at, k, ut, k, otten. And take a look at this word. Circus. Circus has both a soft and a hard sound. Today, we're going to practice that S sound. All right. Sent. I sent you a letter. Now, cent. That means 1 cent. Sen, center. Right in the center. Now we're going to use S. Sell. Sell. Like sell lemonade or sell ice cream or sell some water. Sell. Now, sell. And that's the cell phone. They sound the same, don't they? All right. Does your brain see a signal? So this is going to say A, ace. And if you're playing cards, the ace is a card. All right. So that E has got two different jobs. First, it's got the job to signal, to make it say A, and then the C is going to be soft, ace. All right, how about, there's a signal, there's ace, race, and that can be a foot race or horse race, or they're going to have a bicycle race or car race. Race. There's a signal. There's, so we have face, face, sure. All right, what do you see? I see C-I and curly bird. It's not a whole word yet, it's the first part. Sir, sir. Now, k, us, circus. And remember their elephant acts and tigers, and do you remember we went to the circus? There's your daddy trying on a clown nose. See how he'd look as a clown. All right. You see signal and sh. So now, sp, a, s, space, going outer space. All right, what do you see? C is soft with I or E. S, sir, k, o, circle. All right, b, r, burr, a, s, brace. And that can be braces on your teeth to get your teeth straight, or a brace. Looks like a boy that's wearing a brace to help his leg be stronger. Now this could be a girl's name, but there's no capital. So this is Grace. And people say grace before they eat, thanking God for the food and for their family. Ace, trace. And you've traced around shapes and then cut them out. All right. Dance, dance. Since, since. You want to read that? Since it is raining, we cannot go out. I see a capital letter. That means it's going to be the name. All right. France. And France is a country. Look at where Florida is. Look at where Arizona is, United States. And France is all the way across that ocean. And the thing that people know about France that they like is that Eiffel Tower. That's a very famous landmark. People who go to France go to see it. It's very tall. Office, office. That's where you work. Your dad works in an office. Right? Fence, fence. You remember that day you had some fun throwing, I don't know if it was eggs that had paint in it. I think it was eggs with paint in it. And you painted on using the fence to hold up the paper. Fence. Oh, this is a boy word. Prince. Prince. And this would be a girl word. Princess. Princess. Does your brain, does that CH jump out at you? Ch. Ants. chance. Now is your chance to swing. Nobody's on the swing, so now it's your chance. All right. Sin. This is going to be a long word. The way you can tell it's a long word is look at how small I've had to make the letters. If it was just a short word, I'd make the letters bigger. In order to get all the letters on, I had to make them a little bit smaller, so you know it's going to be a longer word. Sin. Man. Cinnamon. And I didn't know this about cinnamon. Look at how cinnamon grows. Look at those great big trees. And then they take the stalks off the trees to make those little cinnamon sticks that we use. Cinnamon. I love cinnamon. All right. Now we're going to use S. Need three sounds. P-ass. Pass. Okay, he's going to pass the football. Abe tried to pass that football. Now, I want to use the same beginning sound and the same end sound. But instead of Pam the Lamb, I want to change it to A, to say A. So, I can't put an A there and have it say A. So, I'm going to signal, and then CE is going to say that sound. So I still have P at the beginning, S at the end, but now instead of A, it's going to say A. So, ace, pace. And pace means how fast you're going. When they have those car races, they can't just say ready, set, go and have everybody start from zero because their engines, you can't do a car engine that way. You have to get going and then go a little faster and a little faster. And then when you reach, I don't know, a lot. When they start going fast, then the race begins. So this car in the front, the purple car, is not part of the race. He's there to set the pace. They're going to stay behind that purple car until all the engines are going fast enough. And then what he's going to do is he's going to cut off and he's going to go in the middle in that grass. And he's not even going to run the race. But he's there so that they warm up their engines and get going before the full race starts. So he's the pace. So if I tell you I'm working at a very slow pace today, it means I'm not working very fast. Or I got to pick up the pace. I got to go a little bit faster. Okay, that's going to be short A, ass. And lass is kind of an old-fashioned name for a girl. Oh, look at that lass. She's feeding her pet goats. Now, I want to use L and S, but I don't want short A. I want long A. So this time, I'm going to signal it to make it long, and then I'm going to use CE for S. So, ace, lace. And lace is how you lace up your shoes, or lace is very fancy, very pretty material that people can wear for headscarves or put lace on your dress. So, here's a little rhyme to help you all the time. C is soft if it's followed by I or E. City, center. C is hard with the other three. Cat, cut, cotton. And we can use them both. Circus, circus. Now there's it as a name. Grace. Center of the circle. Grace sat in the center of the circle. Read that for me one more time. He's sat in the center of the circle. All right. Pass the cake to Cedric. Cedric is a boy's name. All right, you ready for ink? I'll try to go fast. Blink, clink, drink, link, mink, pink, rink, shrink, stink, think, wink. Good reading, although I don't think you guys were doing any reading that day. See you later, alligator. In an hour, sunflower. Or maybe two, kangaroo. Love you.